Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. It is a very beautiful morning to you wherever you are around the globe, especially in Europe. I know you are in your morning right now, and you are in Africa as well. It should be in your morning. It is a beautiful afternoon here in Southeast Asia. We are already in the afternoon, dear friend. But let me specially, unofficially, welcome you to a beautiful day. Yes, thank God that we are on our way to meet Manchester City. The preparations are ongoing. There are a lot of things we need to talk about, dear friend. Yes, we need to discuss a lot because Chelsea Football Club, so many things are happening once again. Each day, surprises kept coming in. Big surprises. Now, we don't have much time to spend, so let me just move straight away. We are still recruiting directors, young guys to direct our football. Instead of getting one top-notch sporting director that will be in charge, we are still recruiting all these from here, from Brighton, from Southampton, from Swansea, from this one, for this one. Well, the latest is that Chelsea are set to name Swansea City's head of football operations, Josh Marsh, as their new loans manager. Loan manager. The appointment has been driven by co-sporting directors Winstanley and Stewart, in conjunction with loan player technical coach Carlo Cudicini, whose team Marsh will work in. You get that? So even as some of us are advocating for the two sporting directors to be sacked for the kind of job they are doing at Chelsea, their recruitment policies that they are implementing is not helping the club. We are expecting the owners to sack them for their failure to get deals done in January. Their failure to blend, how do you call it, experience with talent, with young talent. Why am I saying this? Listen, the owners can come up with an idea. We want young talent that will grow into the game, that we can develop, that Chelsea can develop and become stars. But the policy of the club is never not to win. They understand the DNA of the club. The owners actually might want the club to be winning. But what they want is players they can buy young. When in the next 2-3 years, if they want to sell, they will make profit on. You, that is the sporting director. It is your duty to give advice to the owners. You don't just go there and be doing yes sir, yes boss, yes boss, yes boss to them. No. You are to be playing an advisory role. No, you can, by expressing your opinion. Yes, we need young talent, but in order for us to win, we also need experience. We need experience, and therefore we must get this, we must get that, we must do this, we must do that in order to win. Because football club can only be attractive when they are winning. Football club can only be attractive when they are winning. Currently, Chelsea doesn't look attractive to any big name footballer. We are diminishing. We are now on 10th position, right? We have been on 10th position for the past 4-5 months. We go to 10, we go to 11, 12, then we come back to 11, to 10, then from 10 we go again to 11, we go to 12. That is how our movement has been. Mid-table. We have become Southampton in those days. And that is how Southampton, before they began to drop. Now they are where? Relegated. And so this director, they are now recruiting another one in addition as what? Loan manager. Loans manager. Well, a lot. We said it before that they are still going to be recruiting more. We wait to see. Newcastle are demanding compensation of more than £6 million for Dan Ashworth and insisting on a notice period of up to a year. Ashworth will have a much more control at Manchester United than at Newcastle. There is also the lure of a higher salary, being closer to home, and above all, being the man tasked with turning around the biggest club in the world. You see, the strategy of Manchester United, they first of all went and took away this man from Manchester City, head of their operations in Manchester City. Their next target is Ashworth from Newcastle. Then this time around, Ashworth will have much control at Manchester United. You have control. You have control. the day-to-day activities running on the football club in Manchester United. They are targeting specific areas. They are not targeting 2-3 people in one area. No. These are senior top of directors from other clubs. With the coming on board with, of Sir Jim Ratcliffe, this is what he's doing. Can Chelsea, for once, learn from some of these clubs? What made Manchester City successful in the past 8-9 years? It's not just players, it's from the top. They learn to manage the club, the financial aspect of the club and the sporting aspect of it together. They were able to manage both together. So while the club is making huge profits, huge money, they are also performing on the pitch. Trent Alexander-Arnold is set to be out again for weeks after he was rushed back by Liverpool and aggravated current injury. Alexander-Arnold will miss the Carabao Cup final versus Chelsea. Well, another injury situation for Liverpool, which in a way, it means if Chelsea can get fit in the final. Remember our game against Man City, the next one is a Carabao Cup final. Our next game after Man City game is Liverpool. And it looks like nature by itself is arranging things for us. Manchester City is also plagued with some few injuries. Now, we are being told Alexander-Arnold is set to be out also. But hey, guess what? Jurgen Klopp always has a way to go around things. He always has a way to go around things. That man, is another genius. So, let's wait and see. That game is going to come on next week. That is our next game after Man City. All right, this is confirmed. Chris Kavanagh will take charge of the 2024 Carabao Cup final between Chelsea and Liverpool. That is the coach that is going to. And as you can see the list there, the assistant coach, the referee. That is the referee, Chris Kavanagh. Yes, that's the referee that will be in charge of Chelsea-Liverpool game, the Carabao Cup final at Wembley. At Wembley. So that's all the officials you can see right there on your screen. The referee and the assistant referee is Chris Kavanagh. The referee, Mark Scholes, assistant referee, James Mainwaring, assistant referee, Tim Robinson, fourth official, Wade Smith, reserve assistant, John Brooks, VAR, Mark Perry, VAR. So those are the referees on your screen there for the final game, 25th February 2024 at Wembley, Chelsea at Liverpool. Yeah. All right. Arsenal are losing patience with Kai Havertz and are considering selling the 24-year-old this summer. I'm not surprised about that. Are you? Kai Havertz, are you surprised Arsenal are beginning to lose patience with him? I am not. Because I know what we've seen, what we faced in the past years in the hand of Kai Havertz. Even though he won us the Champions League, let's be honest, he won us the Champions League. Yes, we know. But he's just one of those players that Chelsea had to get rid of in order to rebuild. Yeah. Chelsea are planning to move on from number of big names this summer. And Rahim Stelling is one of those who does not have a long-term future at Stamford Bridge. Rahim Stelling are one of those who don't have long-term future at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea are planning to move away from the next summer, another clear out. That is what it means. And it's very likely a player like Rahim Stelling will be going alongside Thiago Silva. For me, it's a good news. For me, it is a good news. Rahim Stelling is only on the books. He's inconsistent. I expect him to play a bigger role in Chelsea, being a bit more consistent in his play. £325,000. He's the highest paid player right now. And I believe it's part of the reason why they would like to get rid of him. But which club is going to take him? Will he agree to reduce his wages in that club that he'll be going? His wage is just too high for any club now. And the performance he's putting up, assuming he's still performing at the highest, then clubs will be willing to take him. But I don't know how it's going to be happening. We wait to see. Is Rahim Stelling leaving Chelsea finally? I hope so. I hope it works out. My dear friend, on that note, I would like to let you go. But quickly, Dominic Soze is another key player who is set to miss the cup final against Chelsea as he undergoes treatment for hamstring issues, report. So Dominic Soze is also another key player. He's also a Liverpool player. He's also another key player for Liverpool. He's set to miss the cup final against Chelsea as he undergoes treatment for hamstring issues, according to report. So Liverpool, they have their own injury problems to Chelsea's advantage. All right, finally, Chelsea faces a fight to secure their first choice candidate, Sonia Basta, to replace Emma Hayes as manager. Lyon see Chelsea as a major rival and may be unwilling to be seen as strengthening a fellow contender for the Champions League. Listen, we don't talk so much about the Women's League, Chelsea ladies. We don't talk so much about them here. But I want to speak a little bit about this before I let you go. You see, our coach, Emma Hayes, is bound to leave at the end of the season to go back to US. He's a US citizen. They need him to take charge of their national team, women team, US national women team. And he himself, he said it boldly that he has been away from home for far too long. For family reasons, he wants to be back home. He wants to go home. So Chelsea has started making plans to replace him. The first choice candidate is this lady here, Sonia Basta. Sonia Basta is a top-notch women coach. He is. As a matter of fact, if you want to grade top-notch women coaches around the world, he should be in the top 3. Yeah. It's like you now, maybe like Chelsea men team right now, having to have Carlo Ancelotti for many years, or Jose Mourinho for many years, 8, 9, 10 years. And then he's going, we want a replacement for him. We want to upgrade, or we want another top-notch coach, and we're going for a coach like Pep Guardiola. If we are to succeed in getting this lady to be like, we are getting Guardiola for the Women's League. The women's team have been doing excellently well. They've been doing very, very well. Winning everything in exception of the Champions League. They've won the Premier League I think 3 or 4 times under Emma Hayes in his 9 years or 10 years stay in Chelsea. And so our women team is an excellent team. What we need right now, if we can secure this lady, Sonia Basta, it's an upgrade. I will not even say it's an upgrade. That means that the standard will still be high. I can only hope. Lyon is one of our contenders in this Champions League, whatever. And so if we are to get this, and they are not willing, the truth is Lyon see Chelsea as a major rival and may not be unwilling to be seen as strengthening a fellow contender for the Champions League. That is where the difficulties are. But I believe the coach himself, that's Sonia Basta herself, will have the decision to make when it comes to leaving Lyon next summer. Dear friend, let me leave you here. I shall be back with more exclusives later in the day. Build up towards Chelsea, Manchester City. I'll be back. I'll see you in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.